What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back to another Doopies Thursdays. Today we have a doozy. We are bringing you guys some Tampa Bay Buccaneers gameplay, and we are going up against the San Francisco 49ers. Surprise, surprise, of course. By far the most selected team in online ranked matches. And, I mean, can you doubt why? I mean, they're such a dominant team. You know, they're very, very good offensively, defensively. But their defense is what sets them apart from any other team in the game. They get a lot of glitchy things that another team doesn't get. And right here, as you still see, we're still randomly picking playbooks to see if we can find one we like. And we decide we're going back and forth. You know, let's give Dallas a shot. Let's just go ahead and see how they are. And again, these are playbooks I haven't used before, so I'm just randomly picking them and just to try them out. So I know I'm going to need a lot of luck to go my way when you're going up against the 49ers, because again, when I say glitchy, I mean they get a lot of user hit sticks, a lot of you know, interceptions, just a lot of things that not too many other defenses do. And you know, I want to be able to try and establish the run. You know, Doug Martin is you know, he's a beast, so I want to get him involved. But as you see, we end up throwing a touchdown right there to big old Roscoe Parrish. We end up scoring a touchdown very early within a couple plays, and we're up 7-0. And scoring on his defense isn't easy, so being able to do it within a couple of plays definitely gets our confidence going. And now we have to worry about his offense. So right now he ends up hitting us with the play action. He goes deep up top, but thankfully he is overthrown. And again, he ends up coming out, same formation, same play, and he ends up finding Vernon Davis. We get a hit stick, and he ends up getting a first down. So 1st and 10, again, he ends up doing like a bootleg play action, goes deep, and we end up stripping him. I just want to see you strip. We end up just jarring the ball loose, and we end up recovering the football. And as you see, that's no glitchy strip right there. We earned that. And then we go back to Doug Martin. We're trying to get a running game going. But as you guys know, running against the 49ers is not easy. It's very, very, very difficult. Right there, he ends up hitting us with the Ricky Martin defense. He gets a sack. 3rd and 17, we end up going to Jackson and out route, and we end up getting a first down. So, I mean, that's good, being able to move the chains. And right here, we call it a screenplay. We end up going to teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. And right there we get within the 40-yard line. So we're pretty much inching our way really close to field goal range. We don't want a field goal. Trust me, we want a touchdown. But any points against this defense is good points. So right there, we end up taking a sack, trying to run outside the pocket. And if you look, I know a lot of you guys leave in the comment section, yes, this was open at this point in the video. This button was open this point in the video. Just pay attention to the receivers. There's not too many receivers open when you're playing against the 49ers. And if you do find somebody open, if they're above 15 to 20 yards, you have to remember that Freeman isn't the most accurate quarterback in the world. As I say that, he throws the dot, making me look bad. And we're up 14-0, and we'll definitely take that. But as I was saying, if you guys do find people open, you have to remember that Freeman accuracy isn't that great. So just really pay attention to how great their defense is man-to-man. This game, you're going to see me running a ton of zone because I went through the statistics of the cornerbacks and safeties for the BUCS. Not very strong man-to-man, as we end up getting beat deep up top for a streak. So he ends up scoring a touchdown. So now it's 7-14. And, I mean, we have the advantage. You know, we get ball back at halftime, so we have that extra possession. Actually, we don't get ball back at halftime, I'm lying. But we did actually stop him on his first possession. So, you know, as long as we keep scoring, we should be all right. You know, we're up in the turnover columns on him. Right there, we go to Doug Martin, and we end up fumbling the ball. That's exactly what I'm talking about when I say how glitchy this team is. Just a computer making things happen. And right there, as it happens to me more often than it should, but I get very frustrated when things like that happen. And when I get frustrated, I tend to play stupidly. You know, it's just like my IQ just drops down. I get frustrated, get upset. Right there, I mean, nobody was open. I end up throwing it directly into coverage. I mean, it wasn't even close when I threw that ball. I mean, he was nowhere near being open. And it's just me being frustrated after a fumble, after, you know, having a nice game. Now we're down 21-14. And that happens to me way too often. I noticed that, you know, whenever, you know, I understand if I make a mistake, but something like that, when something just happens, the computer makes a play, and it goes against me, I get really, really upset, really frustrated. Right there, we call it screenplay. I see him. I definitely see him using Patrick Willis. I seen him running towards the screen, but I throw it anyways. And now, just in a snap of a finger, we just gave up lots of unanswered points, and I'm still very frustrated at this point. And now it's like, you know, I gotta try and relax, you know, because me being upset isn't gonna help me. You know, I need to think clearly for me to have any chance in this ball game. As you can see, he's rushing 2 and he's backing up a 1, so pretty much playing, you know, fag. He's got maximum coverage out there, and that makes it even tougher to beat when you have a non-accurate quarterback going up against all these guys in coverage. So, I mean, it might have been a little bit easier. I mean, it would have been a lot easier if I had like a Peyton Manning or, you know, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, you know, somebody very accurate who can put the ball where I need it. And, you know, but with Freeman, it makes it a little tougher, you know, beating a fag D with the 49ers, because the people that they are rushing, if he's rushing 1 or 2, it's only a matter of seconds before they get in there for a sack. And as you just saw a little while back, a fumble and we don't recover, and I'm like, can I get something to go my way? The computer causes a fumble for me, but nothing happens, and he's continuously calling the same play. He's having a streak go deep up top, and he's having Davis do like a slant over the middle, and it's like, you know, it's been working for him. Right here, he ends up running outside with Kaepernick, and right here, of course, the man does a weenie move. Not only does he select the 49ers when he sees me pick the Bucks, he goes ahead and does a weenie move. But look at my defender right there in position, but just doesn't make the play. The defensive awareness for the Bucks just really isn't that high, man-to-man wise. You know, or either, you know, really zone 2. No matter what I tried to do, it's like it really wasn't working because they didn't have the awareness to really make plays for me like the 49ers was doing for him. And especially somebody like me who doesn't know how to play defense too good. I mean, don't get me wrong, anybody can play defense with any team. You know, if you have the Bucks and you know how to play defense, you know what you're doing, you're going to do good. Me, on the other hand, I need awareness to help me out because my defensive play calling isn't the best. Right there, for whatever reason, he tried a fake field goal, but he ends up failing. He did catch it, but it was out of the end zone. So now we have a chance to go ahead and make this a 1-possession lead. And we're running with Freeman. I mean, we really don't have too much other choices. We're backing up. We're looking. Nobody's open. Right there, I don't know. I guess I put everybody in streaks. That right there was really dumb. I don't know why I would do that, but again, nobody's open, so we end up running. And again, we're looking. There's nobody open, and we just throw a pass into coverage, and we get another interception. And we're not playing to our full capability. I know offensively, you know, I can be very good and unstoppable at times. And look at that defensive pass interference. I mean, I was trying to get a ball hawk. My defender doesn't jump. His receiver jumps, and he kind of jumps into me in his defensive pass interference. I'm like, what else can I do? I'm very frustrated. I don't feel like anything's going my way. But we finally get a break. He throws in the coverage, and we end up getting an interception. So instead of him scoring with little to no time left and getting ball back at halftime, potentially just blowing out this game, we come through with the pick. So right there, we're like, okay, we'll take that. Now we just got to forget about what's been happening to us and just play from this point on forward. Just do what I do on offense. But again, it's making it really difficult. Like, I'm looking, there's nobody open. I'm trying to find somebody, but you know, there's not too many people getting open. That's why I value route running so much. If you have a good route runner, they will create separation when running their routes. So that's why I love, you know, people like Wes Welker, or you know, guys like Brandon Marshall, and obviously the top guys like Fitzgerald and Calvin Johnson. People who got that crisp route running, who's going to be able to create separation. Right there, as you just saw, I tried running the ball, just seeing if I could sneak my way in the field goal range. Of course, it goes against my luck, where Dougie wants to break a tackle, and he does a 2-second animation breaking a tackle, and I don't have enough time to call a timeout and kick the field goal. So, I mean, that's just the type of game that's going on right here. I really don't feel like I'm getting any, you know, breaks. Outside of that one interception, right there, he goes up top, and you know, what else is new? He ends up coming down with it, and you know, something goes against me again, and it just makes it even more of an uphill battle for me to go ahead and come back in this game. If I'm going to beat this team, I need to pretty much play to perfection, and it's going to start on defense, you know, and unfortunately, I'm not making anything happen. He scores another touchdown, and right here, he ends up offering me a concede, and I end up declining. I'm like, no, I got too much heart for that, you know. If anything, this is a learning session. You know, even if I'm getting blown out, if I have the time, don't get me wrong, this is 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to accept it. But if I have time and I'm playing the game, I'm going to go ahead and continue to play, even if I'm getting blown out. You know, this is a good opportunity for me to learn, maybe try something, see if I can figure something out to beat this defense, so next time I go against them, I can have a game plan. But as you saw a couple seconds a while back, he ends up kicking an onside kick, maybe out of frustration because I continued the game. I don't know. But it's 14-35. We're getting blown out at this point, and we pretty much need a miracle to come back. Now, I'm pretty sure I can put up the points to score at some point once I gather my thoughts and, relax and play the football that I know I can play. But am I going to be able to stop him to give me the opportunity to come back is the question. Right here, nobody's open. We end up running with Freeman. We had a big game running the ball because I was forced to run more than I would like to. Right here, we end up trying to go to Dougie. We try to run up the middle, but we don't get anything. We get a decent gain right there, but, I need a touchdown. I need to score right here. So it's 3rd and 2, big down right here. We end up throwing it to Dougie, and we end up getting a touchdown. So it's 21-35. We're down 14 points. Is our defense going to come through for us? Is our defense going to make the stops that we need to give our offense the opportunity to come back in this ball game? So right now, he's calling continuously the same play. I know what he's doing. So, I got Vernon Davis locked up. I got to keep my eye out on that streak. And again, he goes to the same play. He switches it up a little bit, couple more routes. But again, we got everything locked up. He goes deep up top. We thought we had it. And of course, we dropped the interception. Why wouldn't we? This is just the type of game that's going on. Right here, 3rd and 10. He ends up going deep up top, and he finds somebody, and he scores a touchdown. And again, when things like that happen, I give even more upset because now, if I caught the interception, he wouldn't even have an opportunity to throw that play, and he caught a touchdown, and it should have happened. I should have caught that interception, and then I just get more frustrated. I get more upset, making it even more difficult. I would like to know in the comment section. Let me know, guys. Am I the only one that does this? Do you guys get frustrated to the point where it affects your offensive game? Defensively, I'm horrible at defense. Everybody knows that. It's offensively where I shine. And that's how I win my games, by being unstoppable on offense. Hope to get a couple mistakes out of you, and next thing you know, you're down a couple possessions. I'm milking the clock. I win the game. That's how I win the majority of my games. But let me know in the comment section, guys, if you guys get frustrated. Are there instances where you guys just pretty much just get so frustrated that you're playing horrible? Because as you see, that's what's happening to me here. I'm making bad reads, bad decisions, bad play calling, plays that I would never make if I was, calm, cool, and collected. But unfortunately, I'm not playing to my capabilities. As you see, we get another interception, and we're playing just very stupidly. And I'm like, you know what? This game is pretty much over at this point. So to me, again, this is just a learning experience. 4th quarter's coming up. We're down 3 touchdowns. It's really good. We really pretty much need a miracle for me to come back. Can I score 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter? Of course I can. I've done it before. But can I stop him to give me the opportunity to come back? I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like he might put up 70 on me in this game. Right here, he's rolling outside the pocket, and he throws deep. And right there, look at this. Come on. We got 2 people in position right there, 2. And they do nothing. He ends up catching the ball. And right now, you want to talk about raise level 100. It's like I need things like that to go in my favor. Because when my defense isn't doing anything for me, then it really makes it more difficult for me to go ahead and try to win. Right here, he goes up top. We end up swatting that down. And we need some type of stop. I know what he's doing. And I feel like I'm putting the people in the position to do so, but they're just not making plays. Right here, we got a crucial 3rd down. We really, really need this to force a 4th down to try and get the ball back. So he's standing in the pocket. He's looking. He goes deep up top, and thankfully he ends up overthrowing him. So now it's a 4th down, and he's been getting 4th downs continuously this game. But this time we end up getting a sack, and we're in pretty good position. We're really close to, the end zone. So right here, we try to go up top to Dougie, but we end up just overthrowing him ourselves. So 2nd and 10, and if we're going to make something happen, we need to do it now. Just like that commercial, it's my money and I need it now. This is my opportunity and I'm going to take it now. So we ended up scoring a touchdown, and that was huge. So now it's a 2-possession game. I feel confident on defense because I know what he's going to do. He's been continuously doing it the entire game. I feel like he's gotten things to go his way, but I feel like I can put people in the right spot to make a play because I know what he's going to do. So now he's starting to run the ball a little bit. Now it's a 2-possession game. Right there, just a little too slow. I read that, but I wasn't there quick enough. So right now it's 1st and 10. He's looking. He throws a streak deep up top, and he catches it. I ball hawked again. I don't get any animation. I don't jump. I kind of run into the cornerback, and he the infinity engine, and he catches the touchdown. right over 2 people. So now you're thinking this game is definitely pretty much over. He scores again. You know, I'm having trouble stopping him. I can't stop him to save my life. You know, offensively, I'm struggling because his defense is so good. But we ended up scoring another touchdown with Dallas Clark. And right here was such a huge play. He came out of onside last time, so we figured, why not squib kicking? Maybe we could catch a break. And that's exactly what happened. Ted Ginn ends up muffing it, and we end up recovering it. And what do you think happens the very next play? Of course, we end up throwing a touchdown. So it is a 1-possession game. We climb our way all the way back to make it a 1-possession game. I know what he's going to do on offense. I need to put up a stop right now to get this ball back and put up a game-tying touchdown. So right now he ends up running the ball, which he hasn't done all game. Definitely caught me off guard with that. And he gets a huge gain. I need to keep him outside of field goal range because a field goal hurts just as much as a touchdown at this point. So it's 2nd and 10. You know, he backs up, he's looking, there's nobody open, and he throws it, but he gets hit as he throws, so it's 3rd and 10. Crucial play right here. And he goes up top, and thankfully he's overthrown. 4th and 10, of course he's going to do the weenie move and go for it. And right there, he ends up throwing it on the slant. It looks like, we might have had him if we tackled him, but he breaks the tackle and gets the 1st down. And I'm looking at it, I've seen it in many different angles, fast, slow. I felt like if he got tackled on initial contact with you know, just a regular plain tackle, he would have got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. But of course, Madden wants to make it difficult for me to come back. So he breaks it, and now he's definitely in field goal range. So no matter what, unless we get a turnover, he's going to be able to make it back to 2 possessions. That's exactly what he does. He ends up kicking a field goal. So now, instead of 7, it's a 10-point game. I have no timeouts. In order for me to come back, is pretty. You want to talk about a miracle? I'm going to need a score, and I'm also going to need an onside kick to recover for me to go ahead and have any chance in this ball game. So right now, I'm thinking I just want to get myself in field goal range. You know, I want to kick a field goal and then try, unless I get, you know, down the field pretty quickly, I want to kick a field goal and then try an onside kick. Right there, we go to Clark, had it in his hand, but he ends up dropping it. So now, just a little over a minute, we try running the ball. We know he's going to call fag D. We just want to get in field goal range. Nothing happened. 3rd and 11, we're looking, we end up throwing the streak up top, and we end up catching it. And instead of kicking the field goal, we figure, you know, right now we're only a couple yards away, so we throw a touchdown to Dougie, and now it comes down to this. Since we caught him last time with it, we figure we're going to try it again. So we go back to the squib kick, and we end up doing it very soft, maybe at about 25-30%, and it gets past the first wave. Are we going to be able to chase down this ball to get the ball back and give ourselves an opportunity to win the game? So right there, you see he's pretty much next to it. We need him to overrun it at this point. He gets next to it, and he ends up recovering the ball, and we lose the game. But we made it one hell of a game. I mean, he offered us concede. We declined it because we got too much heart. We got too much pride. We made it close, but we end up failing. Hope you guys were entertained. We got really close to this one, guys. We really did, but unfortunately we came up short. And look at the skill points he done took from me. Did you have to beat me with my own team and then take 15 away from me? That's a dirtbag move. As always, it's your boy GS signing out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you're not already. And I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.